Welcome to another episode of the E-Commerce Connections, right here on our channel, Amazon Sellers Society. Today, we've got an incredible episode that is gonna give you valuable information because we're gonna dive deep into VAT or value added tax for Amazon sellers in the UAE. You have requested this topic so much, and we're here to dive into this topic today with our guest. Value-added tax or VAT was introduced to the UAE back in January of 2018 at a 5% standard rate. And yes, it does apply to the majority of products that you sell on Amazon. How do you go about adding VAT? Should you collect it? All of those details we're going to be talking about today. Our guest for this episode is Eugenia Loginova from OnCount. OnCount helps businesses navigate through the compliance and complexity of taxes in the UAE. And Eugenia is responsible for business development and accounting in OnCount. By the way, we have partnered together with OnCount and we've created very valuable resources for you where you can download and get additional information. You'll find everything in the description box of this video. Without further ado, let's get started, or let's get to work. Eugenia, look, taxes is the worst topic that we can talk about. It is really a misunderstood topic, but it's very easy. And you know, our mission today is to just make it as simplified as possible for people. So let's dive deep. My first question for you is, what is VAT?
Okay.
And what does it depend on for you to, have VAT in the UAE?
Okay. Clear. Thank you for this question. Let's start with it and make the VAT super simple and clear for everyone. Just for us to understand, VAT is just the 5% sales tax that goes almost for every goods that sell inside the country, including what you sell on Amazon. For Amazon sellers, there are two things you should know about VAT. First, just every month you receive the emails with invoices from the Amazon, which are included their subscription fees, referral, and everything you should pay for them. And there you can notice that they include 5% VAT tax.
Yes.
It's something that, first of all, you should pay. But if you're also registered for VAT as the company, the idea is that you can reclaim this 5% back. But if you're not registered, you should pay it. And now you have no chances, still have no chances to get it back. But the second option is more important, which is more confused for all the sellers. It's about the VAT that you should include or your sales or not. And it depends on two things. Honestly, there are two things always. First, are you registered for VAT? And the second one, where and from where your goods come. It's very important.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes we sell not only inside the UAE. We should sell and the goods go abroad. And if you have the proper system, the proper legacy, we can manage it and exclude this 5% VAT.
Perfect. That's why working with an expert is very important, because you know exactly what to do and how things happen and stuff like that. But let's dive into a very important question, which is question number 2. But let me tell you why I'm asking you this question. Anyone that registers as a new seller on Amazon, they immediately receive an email from Amazon. And I'm talking here, of course, the UAE. That's what we're focusing on today, telling them, add your VAT number. So this is an automated email. Amazon doesn't know whether the person that's selling is eligible or it's mandatory for them to register for VAT or not. And this is a very confusing email to a lot of sellers because they think automatically, since this email was sent, then, they should go ahead and register for VAT, which is not the case. So my question is, who should register for VAT?
Great question. But in the UAE, the rules are clear and easy to understand. first of all, you should know if your sales, your turnover is over 375,000 dirhams, or you expect it to cross it over the next 30 days, the registration for VAT is mandatory.
Okay.
It's very important. And if you miss this time, of course, you have the penalty.
Okay.
The penalty is 10,000 dirhams immediately. What you should do, you should apply for VAT, get the tax number, the VAT tax number, and since that moment, you should add this VAT 5% on top of everything you sell in your tax invoices. But if you still have no reach these 375, but you have the turnover more than 187,500 dirhams, you may register for VAT as voluntary.
Voluntary,
Yes. And we, as the company, we recommend you to do it.
Why? Because you can claim back the 5% that you pay anyways to
Of course, because of course you have a lot of spends, and even you pay for the office.
Yes.
And of course the office bills, they have the VAT.
Yes.
Since you
everything has VAT.
Yes. Since you register, you can reclaim it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's very important. It gives you more profitable business.
Yeah, especially what you said before, when you're shipping goods, for example, from somewhere like China or something, you're already paying all of those taxes.
Sure.
If you're not registered for VAT, you're just paying to pay.
Yep.
But when you do register, you're able to claim back.
Yes, of course. Of course, since you register, you should file the corporate tax and pay every quarter. But you have more like value-added options.
Yes, got it.
Also, let's discuss something that if you are just starting, if you are below 187K, what you should do? Of course, there is no any options to register. Even if you register at the...
really?
Yes.
Okay. Even if you wanted to?
No.
If you're below that number, you can't register? Yeah.
No, of course you can. You may try...
Okay.
But there is no option for in the website for the Federal Tax Authority, because every registration should go through the Federal Tax Authority. You should upload all the documents, the turnover, all your bank statements. They don't give you this option to register for that. And since you're not registered, you're not using VAT, and you not include it in your
invoices,
tax invoices,
or your prices,
and everything, and on your price. And of course, according to your question, you can't provide this TRN number to the Amazon.
Yes.
Until you're not registered, keep this field empty. For example, you are the new Amazon seller, and your turnover up to, for example, 100 dirhams.
100,000 dirhams,
for the first year.
Yeah.
So you are not eligible to register for VAT.
Yeah.
So no VAT, but you're still paying your invoices for Amazon, which is include a VAT. You can't reclaim it back. It's clear.
Yeah.
The second seller, for example, they reach 200,000 dirhams. And now it's voluntary for them to register for VAT. Now you can reclaim all your expenses with VAT back. And of course, like you start looking for your partners and also for your clients, like more interesting business, the business that takes care of your
a little bit more serious because you're VAT registered.
For sure. And so you're having ongoing compliance, and everything works for your company. And for example, you are become like the super successful seller that reach 400,000 dirhams for the first year.
Yeah.
Now, what's going on? Of course, you should predict it.
Yeah.
And of course, you should plan and you should register before. But if you missed it, since you start registration, of course, the Federal Tax Authority understand that there is the late registration. They gives you 10,000 dirhams the penalty for the late registration. And sometimes there are several issues that we are facing with the different companies. For example, they start working, and of course, business owners takes care of how to grow their business, how to sell more.
Everything.
Of course.
In
But
the beginning as a business owner.
till the end of the first year, since they have more issues that not only VAT registration, they should, for example, file their corporate tax, the other tax. They should renew their license, renew their visas or something else, and it became a little bit complexity. For example, if you're understanding that you are reaching 375 limit to register for VAT, but you still need to change the information about your license, like you have renewed it, and so you have the new license, you can get the fine because of late registration. Because sometimes when you asked for changing the information, they give you the 20 days for changing the information, then 30 days more to register you for VAT. So now it every time it goes to the late registration and the penalty. And sometimes we recommend you, since you should and change the information and register for the VAT. First, register for VAT, and then change all the data in your Federal Tax Authority cabinet.
So that you don't get fined.
Sure.
Okay.
But honestly, not to get fined, you should check your sales and your expense, also the turnover, and do it when you reach 200.
Let me be, I think, predictive of why people normally just try to avoid as much as possible registering for VAT. Because it might, for a lot of sellers, like you rightfully said, especially when we're talking about e-commerce, you have so many different hats that you're wearing as a business owner, so many different things that you need to do, that you try to, avoid VAT, thinking that it's a very complicated thing. Oh my God, it's so complicated. I have to file every 3 months. How do I even register? So with that being said, how does somebody, because we know it's not that complicated and it's something that you need to do, it's part of managing your business correctly. How does somebody register for VAT?
So real process is super clear. The registrations goes through the Federal Tax Authority website. You should create your account there, upload your documents like license, bank statements, everything, visas and the passports of the owners, everything. They receive your document, like checking it, and then they go back and they provide you the tax registration number, TRN, something that you should include in invoices.
Yeah.
And also they provide you the certificate, like VAT certificate. And the very important thing, I think that we may upload the certificate them to understand how it looks like and what exactly they should note from that paper. The idea is, like in UAE, the companies, they have the strict calendar for every business, which is the same. Every business has their own VAT calendar. And the quarter starts from the next month after you register for the VAT. For example, if you reach the turnover and you register in September, in most of the time, in like 9 times of 10, they will write there that your quarter starts with the 1st October.
Okay.
It means the quarter goes like October, November, December, and you have 28 days till the 28th of January to file the VAT.
Yeah.
And all the quarter and all the proper dates, they will be written in your VAT certificate. It's very important document.
Okay.
Because Federal Tax Authority will be checking it and giving you the penalties for late for late filing, for missing the deadlines according to that data.
Okay. So not each and every company follows the same quarter. Not each and every company has to file at the same time. It's very, very, I don't know if this is a positive thing or a negative thing. I would see it as just it is what it is. But, we have a company that's based in Europe. We file for VAT every single month. We have to, no, that's a lot of work. So I think 3 months is quite maybe a better standard with 28 days also on top of that. So it shouldn't be something that's very complicated.
Yeah.
I know we talked about voluntary VAT and the obvious benefits, but let's dive a little bit deeper. What are the benefits of registering for VAT voluntarily before you reach the threshold of 375,000 dirhams?
Okay, let's check what the benefits gives you if you decided to register for VAT voluntary. Of course, you may register for VAT when you pass 187 and 500,000 dirhams.
Yeah.
Then, something that you should clearly know and you should understand that since you register, and of course you have your expense for buying the goods, for paying for the office, since you register, your business became more profitable.
Yeah.
Because you have more margin. You have more margin because you can reclaim back the VAT you pay for your expenses. Of course, it's the number one reason that you should do it in advance. The second reason, you and your company have more credibility working with big businesses, with the suppliers, also with your customers and partners. Since you're having ongoing compliance with VAT, you really looks like the big business.
Yeah. Because everybody knows what type of revenue you should be making per year in order to be able to register for VAT. So you no longer look like you're a startup or you're like a small business. It does give a little bit more credibility, like you said. Yeah.
Yes, and third thing, I think that it's more important for the business that to be ready for growth.
Yeah.
Of course, you know that in Amazon there are seasonal sales, and you should prepare before. And since you reach the limit when it's the mandatory registration, of course there are no big scramble. Your system will be ready.
Yeah.
So it will be easy for you to operate, to be ready, to file, and to have everything in order, according to everything that Federal Tax Authority asks from you.
So obviously, registering for VAT, filing every 3 months, that's just, part of the process, and it should be part of owning your own business, unfortunately. But what other compliance when it comes to VAT is required? Is there anything else that people need to know?
Okay, yeah. First, ongoing compliance. Everybody knows you should file. Since you register for VAT, you should file it quarterly. It's the part of your everyday issues. To file it properly, you should collect all the tax invoices that you receive from your suppliers. You should keep records for everything you do. You pay or you receive the payment, you should collect everything. The receipts, tax invoices, everything to have all the books and records properly. It gives you the opportunity to decrease the VAT that you should pay. Since you miss something, you may overpay it or you may underpay it, and then you, of course, will be asking to pay to pay more. The third thing that is super necessary, since you register for VAT, you should from that moment you should create the correct tax invoices. all the tax invoices should include your TRN number. And of course, don't forget to put this TRN number in your Amazon cabinet.
Yes, of course.
Because it changes the invoices
Yes.
and it changes the prices.
Yeah.
And since that moment, it gives you all the clear documents that you should collect to file it properly.
Yes.
So, since you register, you should change your tax invoices, which should include TRN number and 5%, the amount of 5% over the price.
Yeah.
So no surprises. The price and 5%.
That's
over.
it.
That's it. To be the profitable and file your VAT correctly, first you should set up your accounting system to collect all the documents properly, to file all the invoices, and it gives you the opportunity to understand like how much money you are gonna to pay the next quarter.
Oh, yeah. Do you mean by accounting system, do you mean like we need to have a tool or a software, or could you just, just be organized?
It's not only organized. You know, in the Federal Tax Authority, they have several programs which is like approved for them where you could have in your books.
Got it.
And also there is one more interesting point. They request you to keep all the receipts, all the documents up to 7 years. Can you imagine what goes with the just simple receipt where you have in paper? Of course, you have the proper system to upload all of these documents and keep them like the digital files, not the papers.
Yep.
And of course, it gives you more opportunities to plan, to see which is what invoices you should ask from your suppliers, what invoices you
what
should
are missing,
create, what is missing, what's the real turnover, what's the profit, and how much you should pay. It's super important, of course, in every business to plan your payments.
Yeah.
And I have some like similar for every Amazon seller similar example. For example, this quarter you sell for 100,000 dirhams. And if you are VAT registered, of course your turnover should be 100 plus 5,000.
Yeah, that's the 5%.
Yes, that's the 5% VAT, and you should pay this 5% VAT. But let's imagine that you also have the incoming invoices from Amazon, which is for example for
1,000, let's say.
Okay, and there is 1,000 dirhams VAT from Amazon.
Yeah.
Of course, you may decrease the VAT. You should pay 5,000 minus 1,000 that you have already paid, and now your VAT is 4. So
simple.
Yes. Yeah. According you understand how it works and keep all the documents, all the invoices in the system properly, it gives you the opportunity not to overpay and also not to be underpaid, because they 100% ask.
Well, underpaying is not a problem, but I understand what you mean. Overpaying is certainly not something anybody would want to do, especially if you have that opportunity. So taxes are complicated, but it is at the end of the day part of doing business. What are some of the common mistakes that you find people make in terms of VAT? All business owners do the same mistake, I'm sure.
Yes, so they're actually very, very, very basic. First of all, and number one is delaying registration. Of course, everyone is busy with their stuff, but it's super important to register on time. That's why we are insist to register voluntary.
Yeah.
And of course, if you have the accountant or the proper team which is responsible for your taxes and bookkeeping and accounting, which is controlling all your expenses and incomes, they will give you the recommendations what is the best time to register for VAT to avoid all the penalties, and also to align your like quarterly periods with the year.
Yeah.
You can manage it sometimes because you know you have up to 200,000 dirhams like
Yeah.
revenue
Yeah.
lock to pay and to play with the periods. Yes. Number 2 is the wrong pricing. In UAE, if you registered, the prices should and must include VAT to avoid the wrong like angry customers. So please do it properly.
Specifically for Amazon, a lot of sellers ask me, is Amazon going to add the 5%? No, Amazon wouldn't add. You have, because this is your product technically, according
It's
to the
your
eyes of
business,
Amazon. Yeah,
and
it's your
it's
business.
your responsibility. And Amazon, they even don't know. Maybe you sell your product somewhere else
Exactly.
for this particular company, for this particular license, and they don't know your real turnover.
Yeah.
And they are no options.
They're not the tax authority, so it's not their job. Yeah.
Yes, they have no options how to monitor it and like to help you to do it.
Yeah.
No, it's your responsibility 100%. And in case Amazon gives you their own invoices with their fees, it's their responsibility to charge you.
Yeah.
But your responsibility is doing your business and like to keep it properly according to what the government asks.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. There is one more like the mistake. When your business is growing, you should collect all the documents. Sometimes.
I know it's simple. I know it's a simple. It's simple, but I know a lot of like we said, specifically when you're starting off with a business,
we
you're
will manage
considered
it later.
We'll do it later.
We will manage later.
Yeah.
We will do it. It's not the time. We're just still growing. We don't know anything, but every time since you reach the amount for VAT, and you should file, not only file, but also you should pay. It gives you the complicated work to all of your team.
Yeah.
Because the amount of VAT you should pay depends on really the number of invoices that you have. Since you have in your book keeping all of the invoices with your expenses, of course you can decrease the amount of VAT you should pay. It's very important. So keep your books clear.
Yeah.
From the beginning.
Yeah.
Since you start business, it's your responsibility. And of course, our recommendation for everyone: if you're just starting, do it the right way from the first day. Of course, you are investing the money. You are investing in goods, in buying goods, in shipping these goods. So it's your money, and also your investments should record properly.
Yeah.
So the first day of your business should start the proper accounting to prepare you for the taxation period.
Best period ever. Perfect.
No, it really is the best period because it shows that your business is
growing. Yes.
Your business is growing.
You're right.
Summarize the mistakes. It's very clear. First, register in advance. Keep your invoices correct. Your business is your responsibility. Don't wait until Amazon do something or they push you. No, it's your task. Keep good invoices for your customers. That's it.
Yeah. So there are multiple different types of businesses. Obviously, in the UAE, you've got the mainland business license, you've got the free zone, and there are designated free zones as well. Does everything that we're talking about, does it apply to all types of businesses? Is it different for somebody that has a mainland business or somebody that has a free zone in terms of where they register for VAT and all of that?
It's super interesting question. In case you should really understand your business model.
Yeah.
Since you decided to create the company to sell on Amazon inside the UAE, it doesn't matter for you where you register your company, either free zone
Yes.
or mainland, because you should have 5% VAT for every sale when you reach the limit, of course. But sometimes it happens that you are having the products that sell abroad. Like you have the UAE company.
Yeah.
And maybe it will be easy for you to register the company in designated free zone, which gives you opportunity like to get the products abroad and not
And keep them in the free zone.
Yes, keep them in free zone. And then when you sell this product abroad, it gives you the opportunity like to have out of scope business and not file 5% VAT for this deal.
Got it.
It depends on the type of your business. And you know, the real like accountant or tax consultant, they ask you the questions regarding what exactly you are expecting. What's your target market? What would you like to sell? And what's the main audience? What is your really like the income sources you would like to expect from the Amazon? Because it depends when you organize your like business system properly, it gives you the options how to decrease legally your VAT and also the corporate tax and other things you should pay.
Yeah. Okay, so quick question, Eugenia. Obviously, there are constantly every day new people registering on Amazon and existing sellers as well. Is there any difference in the terms of the advice that we have given today for somebody that's just launching their business on Amazon versus that's somebody that's already selling on Amazon?
For the new Amazon sellers, the strategy is super simple. Just start and keep it like properly since the day one.
Okay.
You don't need to register, but one more task. Since you like register the new business in UAE, you don't need to register for VAT until you reach the proper amount, but you should register for corporate tax.
Yes,
it's just one note that we're not talking about the corporate tax, but it's mandatory for every new business.
Yep.
And you have 90 days only to register, or you have, of course, 10,000 dirhams penalties. But the idea is, since you register the new company, you register for the corporate tax, and then you just start selling, focusing on your business. Of course, focusing on keeping your paperwork properly to collect everything, to collect all the invoices, the expenses, the money you receive in your bank account, and just find the right team or maybe the person who will be monitoring and collecting all of this and will provide you the proper like tax advices. And will be keeping it like the right way for you while you are focusing on your business. It's super clear. For the new businesses, the idea is like start operating, make money, make it profitable, and find more opportunities to growth.
Yeah.
It's super simple.
But also know that there's something called VAT. Have it not top of mind, but as part and a process, put it maybe on the side.
Yes.
Not as a top majority importance, like you said, grow your business first,
Yes.
and then let's talk about VAT. But it needs to be something that you're
Yep.
aware of, because this is something that's, hopefully if your business grows the way that you want it to grow, it's something that you're going to have to start working on.
Okay.
Clear.
And of course, don't afraid of something like that Amazon calls you, like,
Yeah.
put your tier and number there.
Yes, exactly.
Until you are not eligible to register, so you don't need to put anything.
Yes.
But since you're having business on Amazon
Mm-hmm.
and it's growing, the idea is like to find the real ways to optimize your process, to find the proper team who will be collecting all of your documents and invoices and prepare you for registration if you're not registered yet.
Yep.
Or if you're registered, to file your VAT, to file, of course, your corporate tax once a year. It's mandatory for every business. And to keep like proper paperwork to find the opportunity to decrease the taxes legally. It's a lot of ways, because we are operating, all of the businesses here are operating according to IFRS standards.
Yes.
So there are a lot of ways to build your accounting and taxation system inside the company. It describes how you're managing the expenses, how you're managing like the agreements with your employees, how you connect it all together to put it like in the smart way to be more profitable. And that's the main idea.
Yeah.
I think it's the main idea
Yeah.
for every business, to make the money.
Yes, of
Of
course.
course, to make the money, it's super easy. Sometimes it's super easy to get the money, but the taxes and different penalties that make
Make it scary, I
that
think, but
make
yeah.
it scary, and the idea of the accountant or tax person or tax consultant gives your business the best way to growth, and not to pay all the money for taxes, all your income.
As little as possible.
Of course, is the main question everybody asks, like how to reduce this legally.
Yeah. Eugenia, thank you so much for all of the information. Like I said in the beginning, we've created a lot of resources with your team and with OnCount, and people can find all of the resources in the description box of the video. But the thing that we want all of the people that are watching the podcast to tell us is what additional questions do they have about taxes, about tax compliance, and if they want us to do a full series about taxes in the future, do let us know. Leave your questions to the entire OnCount team in the comment section below this video. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure to check out all of the resources in the description box. Make sure to like this video, make sure to subscribe, and make sure to leave us a nice comment, right?
Yep, yeah, for sure. And of course, the system here is still building.
Yeah.
Next year, everyone and all the businesses, we are expecting the e-invoicing.
Yes.
E-invoicing means that you should have the proper invoice for you and for your supplier and for your customer. And it gives you more, of course, opportunities to start doing it properly now.
Perfect. Thank you so much for all of the information and for your time. Like I said, make sure to check out all of the free resources, and thank you so much for watching.
Thank you so much.